Your hospitality. Who wants to leave a place like this too? Isn't it? Thank you for all the people who decided to. Obviously, it's a slow night on TV tonight, so you're sure.
We have TV.
Right, you don't have TV. Yay, no TV.
Your TV.
Yay, no TV. Well, I don't know what you're expecting tonight. God knows I don't know what to expect. But I think you're here. You probably see it. You want to see something. You want to watch me paint.
Yes, please.
Get a life. Okay? Get a life. Okay. I'm happy to do this. This is a nice, intimate group here. There are people who you showed up. You're obviously interested in what I do, and I'm just going to share with you what I do. I want to thank my host and hostess for bringing Kate and I down here to this place that I'm never going to leave. Right? I'm even going to bring my own roosters. I have a couple cannons. I'm sure I can bring somebody too. And no good luck. No. More than welcome to get close. Okay. All right. And again, ask me any question at any time what I'm doing, and whether it's close to what I'm working on or something that's just so far out. You said you have no idea. So I'm happy to share with you what I do, and I'm one of the lucky ones. I am one of the lucky ones. Most of my students are here today, and we have some neighbors. How great. And I wouldn't be here. We all know. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have a good, strong partner who supports my dream too. And we all need to marry a Kate. My wife is Kate, and she's back there hiding back there. She's trying to be incognito. She's doing her best in hiding. But we're a strong team, and I can't believe we've been doing this for 25 years or so. I can't remember any number. And every once in a while, the zookeepers let me out, and I get to be with a bunch of animals like you. So I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to share with you how I do a painting. It's a little bit different. And the way this stuff works is I discovered, fortunately early in my career, when I start painting my stuff and more of the passion and that fire in the belly, I like to call it the fire, the Grandma Moses. So I'm not concerned about technical skill at all. That is the most boring part of everything. Oh, look, I worked 25 years on technical skill. Boring. I'm just going to show you and share with you what works for me. I'm not the way. In this room, there's probably about 20 ways of doing the same painting. And that's really important. And by the way, those of you who don't know me, I make it all up. I don't set up a still life and copy it. Did that, done that, boring, right, boring. And we're really good at copying, but the problem is we don't know what our work looks like. And for me to get my students to do our work is you start painting from here and not from copying things. We're really good at copying things. So what I like to do is, first thing I do is I make a mess. I make an absolute mess. I make an abstract. See this tree? I didn't paint that tree. I painted this. Now you get it. I didn't paint that tree. I made a mess. I'm making sure I'm having fun at the very beginning. At the very beginning. If it's not fun, I'm not going to do it. So I'm kind of having fun. I'm having way too much fun in my studio. The first thing I do is I always make a mess. And after you make a mess, now you have no fear. And now your job is to start doing negative shape painting and getting rid of the part that doesn't look like the tree or the florals and things like that. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. It's pretty simple. It's a great way to get started early in the morning in your studio. So this is how I start. And this is what I would consider a warm-up. I only do about 4 or 5 of these paintings in the morning as a warm-up before I start working on my large 10-foot paintings. So I'm working on paper and half. Watercolor paper is meant to be a blotter. You put that paint down, it soaks right in. The problem with all of that, of course, is that you don't have any play time. It soaks in, you can't move it around. So I make sure I'm the bad boy. I seal that paper, and so nothing can soak into it. And so now when I put paint on it, I have all this play time. And for me, play time is extremely important in the process. I don't care about making a pretty picture. Mr. Chuck Close, what do you do for inspiration? I mean, here's a guy, he's in museums and galleries. He doesn't have to be continuing doing what he's doing. He doesn't have to do it. He's very secure. So people that do articles on him, asked him, Mr. Close, what do you do for inspiration? And this is what really turned me on. He said, inspiration? Huh? He said, inspiration is for amateurs. The rest of us go to our studio and do our work. Think about that for a little bit. The rest of us go to our studio and do our work. That really turned me on a lot. So obviously, I'm inspired. I mean, I've been given, God-given, goddess-given gifts to be a painter, and I thank them by doing it. I don't sit around and say, oh, I wish I were better. We all wish we were better. That's why we paint. You ever notice that artists never retire? No, because there's nothing to retire from. This is the greatest thing we've ever done. And what a gift we have. And we have been chosen ones. I'm talking to artists here tonight. And we've been chosen. Some of us wish we weren't, but we have been chosen. Otherwise, there'd be a million people in here tonight. I'm just going to show you also what works for me. I'm only one way. I'm not the way. I'm just going to show you after all these years of painting, I'm able to do what works for me. And I'll be honest with you, I make it all up. So I have all warm colors. We'll start off warm colors. So we have hot pink. We have some yellows. We have some oranges. We have some reds in here, okay? And I always have white sitting around. This happens to be white gesso. Here we go. I'm a great cook too, by the way. And I want to thank you for that third tequila. Thank you. So here we go. You're more than welcome to stand up and watch this. You know, I don't know how you can see sitting down, but you're more than welcome to stand up. They don't have a mirror. I don't like those mirrors anyway. But what I'm going to do, since you're not going to stand up, every time I do something, I'll do this. For all you lazy asses. Okay?
Those mirrors make your butt look big.
We had as much tequila as you, Bob.
So, more tequila for everybody in here. Now, it's still wet, and because I have gesso on it, it doesn't soak in, so I get to play. And to me, playing is scraping and scratching. Sometimes even on the canvas. This is the part of the painting process you all mostly have denied yourself. So I can't believe this is what I get to do. And this goofing around. I'm in the sandbox. I'm in the sandbox. Now, I know what I want to paint. I know the subject matter. I thought I'd do like a vase of flowers. Something pretty simple. Beautiful things, a vase of nature, sitting in a vase, and we'll see where it goes from that. Here we go. What I'm really doing at this point is making sure I'm giving myself lots of opportunities to play. So I put a lot of stuff down. And that's important. Look at how much stuff I'm putting down. Does that make sense? No. Am I putting a lot of stuff down? Yes. Real simple. Am I having fun? Yes. So here we are on that part. Now we have a nice mess. I'm going to try and turn this to a vase of flowers. I did not paint this tree. You can see now I made a mess first. And then I got rid of the part that didn't look like a tree. Okay? So I always make sure I put lots of colors down. I'm having way too much fun. I don't know where we're going yet. Seats up front.
Come on in.
Wow, look at this, new people. And that's how you make $1 million. Good night, everybody. I'm glad you came now.
Oh, could you repeat that?
So let's get our people situated here.
Like a glass of wine?
Yes, give them some wine. They're already waiting.
You're going to need it.
And some for me. So please pray for me. I hope to turn this into a vase of flowers. I know, that boy's crazy, but let's see if we can do it, okay? This reminds me of a little story. There was a couple that had 2 kids. They were twins. And one child was extremely positive, no matter what. Oh, he's just upbeat, very positive. And the other kid, no matter whatever they did, it was so negative. Just so negative. It's just not gonna. And so for Christmas, they decided to give the kid who was so negative attitude, brand new, shiny new toys, wagons, and tricycles, and things like that. And for the kid who was so positive, he could find happiness everywhere. They decided in the living room to put out a big plastic sheet, and they put in the middle of the living room a big giant pile of horse manure. So here comes Christmas morning. They want to know what their reaction was going to be. So Christmas morning, sure enough, the parents get up, let's run down and see what they're doing. So sure enough, they go down, and there's a kid that's so negative, has brand new everything, brand new erector sets, brand new wagons, and everything. He said, oh, it's gonna rust. I wanted a tricycle, I didn't want a bicycle, it's not gonna last very long, it's not the right size. He's complaining all the time. Meanwhile, little Jimmy over on the side there is in the middle of this big pile of horse manure. He's jumping in the middle of this horse manure, he's jumping up and down, yoo-hoo, woo-hoo, he's throwing this stuff all over the place. He's so happy. He's so excited. And the parents said, well, it just didn't work. You know, this reverse psychology didn't work. Let's ask little Jimmy, why are you so happy? He said, with all this horse shit in here, there's got to be a pony in here somewhere. So that's my attitude. There's got to be a pony in here somewhere. Okay? So there, we'll do that. Alright, and we'll see where this goes. Okay? So now I'm going to get rid of the part that doesn't work. And this is what it looks like first. Now, I'm giving you hope for your own artwork. So when your own artwork ends up looking like this, don't be distressed, right? Know that you can actually pull it out if you do some negative shape painting. So it's really important that you see how it looks like now, and we'll see what it looks like after
Don't
this.
throw it in the trash.
Never. I never throw anything away. I recycle it, thank goodness for gesso, things like that. But here we go. It's pretty wet and juicy here, which is nice about painting down here. Everything stays wet for a long period of time. I also paint with my fingers, as you can see. One of the best brushes in the world. We're at this level at this point. This is only step 1 or step 2. Not done, but you can see where I'm going. You can see where I'm going. Now I've just added some darks. Darks. This will be on YouTube tonight, I know it will be. You can make the connection here, okay? So it's only like step 3 or 4, I don't know. I'm making sure that every level that I'm painting, I'm having a great time. I'm not freaking out. Oh, there's a mess! Yay! Okay, alright.
This is all just watercolors.
This is all acrylic.
Oh, it's acrylic.
Thank you. And I thank the gods and goddesses every time for allowing me to come in here and do this wonderful goofing around stuff and playing. Okay, one more time. There we go. Now I need a focal point. I need a wow. What I call the wow factor. Okay, that kind of looks like flowers in a vase, so what? But I need a wow. And my wow is going to be wow. And the wows are usually unexpected. You've just done that part. There's your focal point. I don't, thank you. May I wrap this for you? That's good. That's funny. Right on cue. Thanks for being here. He's my shield for the night. We've never pushed ourselves a little bit further. And when you push yourself a little bit further, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. Your job is to surprise yourself. When I said, yeah, I can bang those things out, no problem. You will burn out real fast. But if you keep giving yourself a challenge every day, what more can I do? How more can I push it? You watch how much more satisfying this whole process of the creative process will be. And it is what it is. That's all it's meant to be. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you. Can you imagine getting an applause for doing something you love to do? Yeah. So it's all it is what it is, as I hate to say that term, but then it is what it is. It's me having fun with my clothes on. It's me having fun and working with non-traditional techniques, which is a paper towel. In case you haven't met Kate, those of you who are just brand new here in the room, Kate is my partner, life member, and wife, and mentor, and manager, and I wouldn't be here without her. We all need to have a Kate.